Again, Erev Shabbos Parshas Korach. Besides the Mizbeach from Meir Shapiro about the Avin Perkei Avos, what is the machlokes that is L'Shem Shemaim, Beis Hillel, and Beis Shammai? What's the machlokes that's not L'Shem Shemaim? Korach and Moshe? No. Korach v'Adosai. What's pshat? It should be Korach versus Moshe. It wasn't Korach versus Adosai. It's like the Meir Shapiro. It is Korach versus Adosai. But even within Korach and his guys, they were all vying for the same position as the Rosh, to be the head, to be the late Levium. So, at the end of the day, what was going to happen? Like, what was the plan? At the end of the day, Korach was winning, right? That's how was it Ein Ben Pelas's wife got him out of it. She said, "What are you going to gain anyways? Either way, Korach's going to be in charge at the end of the story, right? Either he wins or loses, but you're not winning." But I heard a Mori Degavar like this. What was Korach's whole battle? How did he fight his war with his Adosai? You know what he did? There are two things he did. He had two kashas that he asked Moshe Rabbeinu, and based on these questions, he laughed at Moshe Rabbeinu, and he tore down like the whole godless of Moshe Rabbeinu and Aaron, and that's when the Rebbe Shalom took over. What was the question that he asked? He came with a beged full of tchelas. It was a tchelas beged. He said, "Moshe Rabbeinu, do we need a string of tchelas on this? This whole beged is tchelas. And do we need tchelas on this beged?" And Moshe Rabbeinu said, "Yeah. Doesn't matter what color the beged is. You need tchelas." Everyone laughed. Ha ha ha! How silly! Because the whole thing is tchelas. Why would I need it on this? Now it's the same thing about mezuzah. The whole house is full of sifrei kedusha. Why would I need a mezuzah on the door? I think that was the second one. Question is that's not a very good question. I mean, like, even just saying it over, it's hard to say it over as like a bomb kasha. The beged is one thing, the strings are another. Tzvei dinim. You don't need to have to be a brisker to figure this one out, right? Yes, you have to put tchilas on every beged, no matter what color the beged is. How is that what got the whole revolution started? Like that was their basis. The answer is that their basis was not the questions that they were asking. It was the laughter that they associated, that they juxtaposed to their kashas, as silly as they were. See, the power of laughter, power of litzanos. Laughter can be used for litzanos, it can be used to build and destroy, to be mechayim mesim. Volba used to say, I can slug up any Moser Shmooze with two words. Ha, ha. Yeah? The whole thing's gone. If Shagafai was once giving a huge schmooze about the Sudas Livyasan, and people were getting Osiris. Mashiach's coming. We're going to be sitting around with Moshe Rabbeinu and Aaron HaKohen eating Sudas Livyasan. And one guy in the back at the end of this whole schmooze says, "Rabbi, what if I don't like fish?" Shagafai says the whole thing was gone. Like that. Power of Latzanis. So no, Korach did not really have a regal to stand on. He was floating. But they were laughing. The laughter threw away the whole kvedus, the whole value, the importance of Moshe Rabbeinu's and Aaron's positions. There's this true story. It was a military operation in Eretz Yisrael years ago when there's a certain general, I forget his name, I'll try to look it up, but there's a military operation. They were going into Arab territory, not to invade, but to look around or whatever it was, some recon. And when they showed up in this Arab village, they were surrounded, but not by soldiers. The Arabs aren't very organized like that over there, you know. A whole bunch of Arab kids came out, angry kids with rocks. The sticks and stones break bones. They started throwing it at the soldiers. And the general is looking at his platoon. His chaver is sitting there getting hit by rocks from all sides. It's not safe. What's he supposed to do? If he tells them, turn around and retaliate, you know what the media is like. The next day in the front page is everyone's going to say, "Oh, the Israelis are a bunch of butchers." It's not an option. There are kids throwing rocks. But his men are being thrown at. He's under attack. So he said like this. Craziest military tactic, you won't find this in the books anywhere. He grabs a megaphone, turns around to his men and says, "Gentlemen, chevre, I don't know what they call their soldiers over there. He says, take a knee. Bam. And they all took a knee. He says, Chevra, rifles to the ground. And they all stick their rifles into the ground. And then the most bizarre, unique, once in a lifetime ever order given in any army ever in history. He says, men, smile. And, and in American, they're like these tough soldiers. Israelis, they're nice, silent. They're sweet yeshiva guys out fighting our wars. And they smile. It was probably not the most comfortable natural smile, but they were smiling. And these Arab kids who were busy throwing rocks at these guys 10 seconds ago are now staring at 40, 50 soldiers down on one knee with their rifles pointed at the ground, smiling at them. You know what happened. The rock stopped. And one of the older guys from the Arabs came out to the general. And the general walked towards him with a big smile on his face. And they talked it out. The whole thing was avoided because of a smile. Smiles can destroy an entire government, entire hierarchy of Kedusha, Moshe Rabbeinu, and Aaron, but it can also build a situation, it could build an environment, it could build organizations, and it could build individuals. Look at the guy next to you. Everyone can use a smile. Some people need a smile. Everyone can use a smile. Who doesn't like a good smile? To live lives of smiles. And if you're smiling, enough people around you start smiling. It's nice to live in a world where everyone's smiling, right? The great Mashiach with a big smile on our face. Here we Amen. Mizbeach Chadash b'Tzion Tovin v'Yoylas Rosh Chodesh Na'leolam. Mizbeach Chadash b'Tzion Tovin v'Yoylas Rosh Chodesh Na'leolam. Mizbeach Chadash b'Tzion Tovin v'Yoylas Rosh Chodesh Na'leolam. Good Shabbos, Agit Chodesh.